You know, sometimes you can get in trouble if you try to speak bad English. For example, I get newspaper on the door, people showing me faces that look like me, but in a provocation way, and an insult, intimidation way, threaten of a war declaration. And I try to say to them, why the ego? Why all of the suddenly you have an ego you just can't see? You are short of something, you are lost. You are a woman who kissed a guy yesterday and send yourself quickly to school and read his school book. The teacher did not check the DNA if the baby was made by his mother. For example, 2 children are in a school among 1,000 kids. They grow up together and they kiss one another. But everybody knows they both have mamas who bring them to school. They have fathers as well. Now these kids, they win the lotto by age 30. Because they go to the same school, they play the lotto, they win. And now they can afford a house. Is it okay for the 2 little kids, just because they fall asleep 25 years later? Is it okay for the mothers who bring them to school to say, okay, you love each other, go live in that house? And if the boy who belong inside the mother, if you reverse the boy, you will see him in the mother's stomach. You reverse the girl, you will see her inside her mother's stomach. Is it okay for this little boy to say, well, I think I am now a big boy, I can make myself, I don't need my father, I don't need my mother to go to the future. We have parents. And if we want to go where our parent is going, it's about time we find out which address they're going and which route and which train is taking them to the future. We've been saying goodbye to our family, and that's why there's so much complication in the world. Now, I try to tell the face in the magazine, I say, you want to make war. You live in an imperfect body. Inside of you, inside of me, we have a toilet inside. We sleep in a beautiful bed, but underneath our house is a garbage. Your house under is a garbage. Why mankind cannot see that we really, the inside of our stomach is what we run away from when we open a window after flushing the toilet. Why we can see that we are not perfect? Why every time when there is a mirror, all we see is the shadow in the mirror and the videos? Why we cannot see the inside of our body? Why we trying so hard to take a shower? Like some people like to take shower 3 times a day. They get a smell, they don't know why. They think they need to shower because they're dirty. Last time I checked, from the feet to the head, there is nothing wrong with the human body. It is the underarm that is leaking from the extension of pee, because a toilet is dry in your stomach and stopping the pee not to pass down, and now stuck in between your chest. You put everything through your mouth, stuck in between your chest, and now sending wrong vibration. You're gonna sleep. The chemical that is blocked, not going down where it's supposed to go, it's now coming up, and then you're giving a gas out of your mouth. It smells so bad, and then it's pumping out of your underarm because you shave your arm, and now it's giving a strange smell in your dress. You're thinking you're dirty. You need a Duke. Take a Duke and wipe your underarm and put a perfume there. We are not perfect. Why are we trying to kill one another when what you're gonna kill is just a girl in a menstruation? Take a look at the YouTube video where they're showing the skeleton. Take a look at the skeleton and show me where the bullet is going. There is a beef, which is a snail, and there is a menstruation inside of it. And the rest is just the wind and the light having a fantasy electric shock. A human is not even worth killing. Everything they're gonna poop, they put it in their mouth because the food was in the shop, or they pick the fruit and they chew it. There is nothing to make a war about. There is lust, yes. The lust when a baby was the 20, in 20 years' time, children from school get pregnant and they reverse you blindly and you become the 40. But who is the 40? The 40 is not 40 anymore. The 40 is the 60. Something else take over you. The dinosaurs take over you. The elephants take over you. The dinosaurs take over you. The gorilla take over you. The tiger. You see their faces, but you don't see their thinking and their brains. It's gonna take the chair that is empty because they say, oh, your family just give you another chair to sit over there. They step in. They come through an orgasm. You feel something, you accept it, and now you welcome them inside of you. And then they make you think big to build things, but they can also crush you when you get too famous. It is really important that people understand. If you're listening closely in my video on the internet, I get enemies every time I try to explain. I was trying to say to them what my consciousness tells me, which is my thinking. The children, their faces look duplicate on the internet. 5 years ago, their face was little, but they tape them. You see it, a 5-year-old, but not a 5-year. The pregnancy is going to have a new face. They're going to tape. But the 5 is now the 10. But the 10 face become the 15. 15 become 20. It manipulates us to think there are many people, but it's just the one who's changing to make these videos. And then the consciousness trying to say that the baby clothes they used yesterday is what they recycle to put on. But coming from Sierra Leone, try to explain, getting pissed off, and telling you what you need to know. What's the point of arguing when the same baby clothes is what the pregnancy gonna put on? You share the same clothes, you share the same rotation, you share the same of everything, and you breathe in and out. Someone say, I don't like somebody, but you just breathe in. And if there is anything smelling in the area, there is a fire, you're gonna cough together because there is a smoke. So if you can cough together passing, but you don't like one another. I am not racism. I just have a problem when people believe that they are responsible for the whole world and that they don't see that they are just pregnancy as well. And they think that when a woman gets pregnant and there is a situation a child don't speak properly, they think they need to intervene, and then they take your children and give it to other people. I call it, it's like an adoption without agreement. For someone to take your 2 children and give them away for 8 years. Someone adopts your child without you signing the paper. And your child was 6, they keep the child for 8 years. Till all the pregnant women get the 6 2 years ago. Now, is it, do you blame God? Do you blame people? Well, it say you came in a country without no babies. You fuck our brothers, and the drop of sperm in the chest belong to us, so the children belong to us. You have 4, we take 2, you left with 2. And then the child money, what they have to get every month, 515 euro, is blocked for 8 years. So, is it about the well-being of the child if you take the child and you take the money as well? And then the mother lost 210 euros she normally gets for a less rent. You pay 500 and something euro, you get 210 euro, but you don't get it anymore, almost 5 years. Is it to help the mother, or you came to crush the mother? Who did it? The people who fall asleep, or someone beyond the people? Well, we will never know. But the only thing I know one thing for sure is that there is no pono bigger than the sister that is always giving her lover away. There is nothing sinful if husband and wife is not making love to make the daughter. If we was coming from heaven and we end up getting what came from our father's dick in our chest, if it's not sinful to masturbate with your father, the Bible says so, the Quran says so. They say, don't kiss your father. But if you're gonna have sex with your father, you don't feel what he feels, right? But nobody tell you that his penis enter your mother and come to paint your face, paint your breast, paint your vagina, paint your feet, and then leave a heartbeat inside of you. But what is a heartbeat? Your stomach have 1,000 heartbeats. When you have 3 boys, you have 900 heartbeats. The drop of sperm is not a big body. The man is a big body. There is a misconception about who owns the child. A man came out with a big body and 300. Every 9 months, he generates 300. Every 18 months, he gets 600. Now, he's like apple season inside. When a drop came inside of you, it is just someone else's menstruation just enter your menstruation, and it's gonna give a strange reaction to your moods. People don't see the dick and vagina when they fall in love. It is facial expression. And then before you know it, it's steamy, you kissing, you hugging, and then there come the 2 strangers nobody ever see, which is the dick and the vagina. And they're gonna do the relationship. But if you only remember how you came into this world, you will know. Put your head upside down. Imagine that you can really turn your head down and your dick and vagina is up. You will find out that what pretend to stand is in charge. Pretend when a baby is coming out of the stomach, you come out with the head. You're gonna walk with the head. How does the dick approach the vagina if they are the one who have to have conversation with one another? Try to vision it. Vision you came out of the stomach with your head, and your head is walking on the floor, and your feet is higher. Your vagina is the face, and the dick is the face. And now you're walking in the street. Try to vision what happened when that happened. If you can only try to see what happened when you came out and you're standing with your feet. And now what make you is now under. But it's supposed to be up. Because when you kiss one another, at the end of the day, they take charge. They take charge. It's like if you're going to lie in your bed to sleep, when you're going to have sex, try to turn yourself in the head side. And try to vision when you're going to get electric shock. Because an orgasm is electric shock. It's a current in the planet. It's just a current. So we are all drive-by stranger. The man you call a father, it is not a man, it is a woman who get lost. She was pregnant because she kissed her husband, and now she looked like the image of a brother and a husband.